Transfers are a central component in football, with all the clubs around the world exchanging mind-boggling sums of money in order to sign the players they want. So what exactly are the transfers in footballs and how do they take place? In today's video, we will be discussing on that as they account for a club's source of revenue. A transfer in football is a business transaction between two clubs which sees a player move from one club to the other. If a player is under contract, the club wishing to secure his or her services usually have to pay a compensation, otherwise also known as a transfer fees. The transfer fee takes into account a number of factors, including the perceived quality of the player, current contract length, his commercial value and potential worth, and the present age. A player can be signed on two types of deals: a permanent transfer, another temporary transfer or loan where a player plays for another club for the period till the loan deal expires. Usually loan deal are of short term, 6 months, or even long terms ranging between 1 year and 2 years. A transfer in football happens when two clubs agree terms of sale and the buying club agrees to a contract with the player. Like the business transaction, a transfer can occur in a variety of ways. Suppose a club is interested in signing a player. A representative from the club will then make an official inquiry to the club which has their target player under contract. If the club is open to selling the player, the prospect of him joining a new club is possible, then he and his club considers it with their agent and advisors. First of all, the two clubs must negotiate the transfer fees along with any clauses such as the sell-on percentages, buyback clause and other financial inducements. Then the buying club must negotiate a fresh contract with the player they wish to sign, endeavoring to meet the terms requested in respect of salary, other bonuses, contract length, release clause, etc. There are two official transfer windows during which transfers are allowed to take place each season. These windows are also known as registration periods. Each national association must decide on when these windows occur for their respective men's and women's football seasons. They are usually defined as summer and winter transfer windows, with the dates of summer falling during the pre-season and then the winter at the midway point of the season. A football agent is an individual who represents a player's general interests, specifically when it comes to issues such as contract negotiations. In the scenario of the contract negotiations, the agent is essentially none other than a player's legal representative, tasked with securing the best possible deal for their client. A good agent will always possess expert knowledge of the legal intricacies involved, as well as being a capable negotiator, something that can at times be to the chagrin of clubs. Agents charge fees for their services, often a percentage of their clients' wages. In some cases, they demand bonuses for their part in deals they had led in transfers from the clubs that were involved. There has always been a practice of tapping up involving the persuasion of any player to move clubs without having first gone through official club channels. Strictly speaking, tapping up is prohibited. There are rules against them, but it happens frequently and is something that is quite difficult for the authorities to enforce it. However, as per the Bosman rule imposed in 1995, players are free to negotiate with other clubs without their old club receiving a transfer fee with only 6 months left on their contract. When a player moves from one club to another without a transfer fee being exchanged, then it's called free transfers. They usually occur when a player's contract is expiring or has expired. Players can even hand in a transfer request if they wish to leave the club if and when they are unsatisfied. In that case, the club will place the player in the market and then look for suitable offers and bidders from other clubs. A transfer request is a formal appeal made by a player to the respective club they are under contract with to facilitate a transfer move to another club. If a club doesn't want to sell the player and rejects transfer bids repeatedly, then players may opt to issue a formal transfer request in defiance. Hopefully you have found out the video informative and liked the topic. The next video will be similar to this. Can you guess? Stay tuned until then. Thank you for watching the video.